Choices. How many of you out there love that we get to make choices every day? We get to make hundreds of choices every day, from the start of when we wake up to the time we get to go to bed. We get to choose. We get to choose our reactions. We get to choose which way we go in life. And if we don't like it, tomorrow's a new day. Or even the afternoon or the evening is a new moment. And we get to change if we would like to change. And I just think that's so great. I like to tell my clients, even my kids and teens, that they have choices. And isn't it amazing that they get to make them? And they get to make them. They can make as many as they want. And they can make as many mistakes as they want. It doesn't really matter. That's their choice, right? The issue with, not issue, but the reality with choices is we are never free of consequences, whether those are good or bad. And even if we make a good choice, we sometimes have negative consequences to those good choices. And when we make not so good choices, we have positive consequences to those not so good choices. It just depends on what choice you want to make. And from there, life happens. I was just explaining to a client who didn't make such a fantastic choice that, sometimes our choices or our situations, think of them like somebody, like your hands are holding out and your fingers are spread open and somebody's pouring sand into your hands. And they keep pouring it enough that it overflows and you can't hold on to it, right? It's pouring out of our fingers, between our fingers, down onto the ground. So that's the situation we chose. We chose a not so great situation. And what happens from that is the outcomes, they're just coming. And they're coming and they're coming. And we do not get that choice any longer. That is what is out of our control, is the outcomes. And I tell them it's okay. It's okay to make a not so great choice because it's a learning opportunity. And right now, at least for anybody under the age of 18 who live at home, they have a safe space to make that. And their consequences are not as awful as if you were over the age of 18 making choices that would lead you down to a bad path, pretty much. And so while I was explaining this to my client, where choices and consequences can sometimes be like sand running through our hands. What do we do when we don't like that? Like, we can't go back, right? We just pick up where we are and we move forward. And we don't let our not so great choice determine our self-worth. Because if we do that, then we continue down the same path that we were on. So choices. Choices are an amazing thing for us, and they truly make or break our day, and we can always make a different choice the next moment or the next day, and we can choose a different path. You just have to put one step in front of the other and start making different choices.